Alright, what's going on, guys? It's GCP here, and I wish I was giving you some Warzone gameplay to watch in the background because I'm going to be talking about Warzone, but unfortunately, because of the thick skill-based matchmaking in Modern Warfare and even in Warzone, it's really hard to do that because I haven't gotten any dubs, I haven't gotten very many kills or something exciting to record, so that's why I'm bringing you some multiplayer. At least in here, there's a lot more movement that I can show you guys and I actually do pretty well, especially in this gameplay. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay in the background where I'm using the MP7 on Kindor Hideout. And Warzone. Okay, so I was actually playing this morning in Warzone solos, and my goodness, man, do people camp their butts off in that game mode. And I don't know why I keep putting myself in those situations, why I torture myself by playing that game mode. I think it's because when I don't have other people on Warzone or I don't have any of my friends playing, I'm playing by myself. I want to get a battle royale win. I want to play Warzone. So I don't want to party up with random people, 3 other random people, because they took out trios, so it's now quads. Why do I have to force myself to play in solos when it is a camping experience all throughout the match? Like, literally, that's what you have to do. And that's what I was doing, because initially when I first landed in, I was like, okay, let me move around, let me actually scavenge, let me get some kills. Maybe I should go, for these objectives and scavengers and, the recons, that stuff to get more money and obviously progress. And hopefully, the herd thins out. And by that time, you're able to get, your loadout and stuff like that. But guess what? By that time you do that, people are already just camped up in certain houses. Just as soon as they land, they're just sitting there. Maybe they'll loot a little bit, and then they'll just sit there, and then as soon as you try to enter, because maybe you're trying to play the objective or trying to fulfill a contract or something like that, you just get got by somebody who's just literally hiding there in the corner. And when I changed my style of play up to be able to match those people who were doing that exact same thing, I still did not last very long, because once the circle moved and I had to move, other people were already set up in a house that was already in the circle. So when I was trying to find refuge in that house or in that encampment, guess what? They already heard me from a mile away. And even when I'm crouching, they can still hear my footsteps, because I know this when I'm watching the kill cam. When somebody who's killing me is literally just sitting there in the bathroom or wherever they're at, and I am crouching. I'm crouch walking, I'm duck walking, and I could still hear my own footsteps. Like, that's crazy. Even in their kill cam, I could hear my footsteps. That should not be a thing. I mean, I believe if you are crouching and walking, you should not be able to hear any footsteps. But for some reason in this game, because it's so amplified, you still can. But anyways, a couple of things that I want to say that will improve the Warzone experience. First of all, will say that quads is pretty good. I actually like quads. And one of the things that I really do enjoy from Season 3, what they implemented, is the fact that you can see how far away in feet or meters, I forget which one it is, your friends are from you. So if you're partied up, you can definitely see where and how far they are from you. So that's a really cool thing. But to me, I think one of the things they still need to work on is closing the circle a lot faster. I think there's a lot of dead time in Warzone, so they definitely need to close that, so that way the matches can go a lot faster, and that way there's not so many people who are still in the lobby when you go into the final circle. I still think there's a lot of people when you go into the final circle or are getting close to the final circle, that there's still so many people out there that it's unbelievable. It just makes things a lot more tough to be able to survive and to be able to actually win, unless your camp game is strong. And that's what I strongly believe, especially when you're playing Warzone solos. I mean, if you're a camper, you're going to really, really enjoy that game mode, because you're going to be just stuck there for the majority of the match, just staying in one spot. And literally, you can just stay in a certain spot, wait for somebody to come up, and just bop them. I mean, literally, you could do that for like 5 minutes. Just stay in one house, one corner if you wanted, and then wait for some poor soul to come up because you can hear their footsteps and you can just take advantage of them. Again, like I said before, Warzone definitely needs some improvements. I think also another improvement that they should make, I know they have increased the loadout drop to 10,000 bucks now, which is good. I mean, I'm glad that it's higher, but I just think that loadouts should not be bought or should not be able to be bought from the buy station. I believe that if you had them drop just randomly throughout the map, kind of like the way that Fortnite does, I think that would be a lot better because it would be a little more randomized. So that way it would kind of incentivize people to just, use weapons that are already on the map. So that way they're not relying so much on their loadouts, not relying on all the perks that will give you a clear advantage over your opponent. So I think that's another thing that can be done to improve Warzone. So again, like I said before, loadouts, just take them out of the buy station, I personally think, and just have them drop throughout the map randomly like they do already. Another thing is make sure the circle closes faster so there's not that many people in the lobby at one time, so that way the engagements are a lot more active, and so people are not just focused on camping around and they're already moving around, so that way it's a lot better and less campy. And one other thing that I forgot to mention, maybe take out or disable the thermal optics. I think thermal optics are super cheesy in this game as well. Anyways, those are some of my suggestions for making Warzone a better experience. Anyways, let me know your guys' thoughts and what you guys think would make Warzone a better experience. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit the bell to be notified whenever I upload. And with that being said, this is GCP signing off.